Hello everyone, my name is Sahil. I'm your host and welcome back to the another video of Hacking Begins. As you already know guys, this is already like for me it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Perfect time to hack. So I thought why not to start and continue our series. This is the fourth episode of the Bug Bounty series. So without any further delay, let's get started. So, in my previous video, just a disclaimer for everyone, if you are watching this video from fourth episode, so I would highly recommend you to first check third, second, and first part, and then come back again to this part because we have discussed a lot in our previous discussion videos. So, now in this video, what we are going to do here is we will talk more and more about the bug bounty stuff and how we can find a target and how we can exploit these vulnerabilities. The best part and the worst part of this particular application is we already know like what are the vulnerabilities are present in this particular application. So this is definitely a bad part, but the best part here is we can practice everything on this particular application. So right now this is the fresh deployed application. Even I haven't tried all the exploits on this, so the only thing, the hint that I can give you here is we have to find a scoreboard. But before finding any information on this, the very first thing that we have to open up is the perp suite, because any target that if you are looking for, we at least need a sitemap of this particular application. So this is like first of all is very important. Let's close this. Let's next, and I'll use the default browser, which is my Mozilla Firefox. So I already have a Foxy proxy installed. Let's close this YouTube channel. I don't want any interruption in this. Starting the project. Okay, great. Let's see, intercept on, option, my proxy is fine. Let's start this, and if it is working, okay, I have to select my perp Foxy proxy setup. Let's refresh this. Why I'm not getting the request? Okay, I finally got the request. So the very simple thing that we can do here is we can turn off the intercept. We can go to the scope option. If you guys not sure, whenever we try to access any application, right? So if you see here in the dashboard, there is already a capturing is open. This is a passive crawl for the proxy that is passively just looking into all the applications. So the very first thing, either if you really want, you can also disable it, and you can also select only those particular options where you are selecting, but let's not do it right now. So in the passive, what exactly we have to do here is first of all we have to explore this particular site. Okay, so this one is the customer feedback option. What else we have about us. Okay, we have photo wall, getting help, and GitHub. I think this might be the photo wall, and here we can select and choose language. There is a search option, there is a account option. Okay, I'm not sure why my system is slow, but let's see. Okay, there is a login prompt as well. That's fine. Not a customer, forget your password. There is a search option. Just getting a hint, we have to first find out the scoreboard, because that scoreboard will give us information about all the vulnerabilities. So let's see if we can find out any scoreboard here. No, there is no scoreboard. So the very simple thing that what exactly we can do here is we doesn't require any tool here, but we required a dev tool. Okay, so the dev tool, how you can open up, you can simply press F12 and it will open up the developer tool here is. sometime what exactly happened, there might be some hidden options are there which might be not be listed, but it is hidden. So if I search and find score, okay, we do not have. So I believe that if I go to the view source as well, right, if I simply search for the score, I don't think that I'm able to find anything. So there are a couple of ways to do this. Either again open up the dev tool, because if you're not able to find anything in the HTML, then there is a debugger option also. There are some JavaScript file, because if you notice here, right, there are multiple JS files are also there. So these are few of the JS files that this particular website already contain. So you can simply go here, or let's go here. This is the page, this is the main JS. As you can see here, this is just showing as a straight line. So just to simplify the view, right, we can simply click on this particular option, and then might be find for score. It seems like it is showing scoreboard, so we have to find a URL. Let's see if we can find out scoreboard, score app, scoreboard. The very interesting part here is, if you see here, there is a path which is score-board, and this is how we find out if we need to find out something that is very unique. But I usually follow the path option for the JS files, and this is how we can find path for most of the websites. So this is a very good trick. So if I just copy it, close it right now, and instead of search, if I simply paste scoreboard, let's see if it, okay, that's good, that's really good. So this is the scoreboard, the very first part we have cracked, and let's see how this scoreboard looks like. Okay, so as you can see here, the 1% is completed because the scoreboard was the hidden page which we have already resolved. So there is a 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. It basically depends upon the difficulty, how exactly you are, how pro you are in this particular field. But in this video, we are only going to talk about the 1 star vulnerability, and I think we have, how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have 12 vulnerabilities where we have already find out one, which is miscellaneous. Okay, that's good. So let's first of all see that how many vulnerabilities are like. This is bonus payload, cross-site scripting. Okay, DOM, cross-site scripting. This is like one of my favorite vulnerability, because if anytime, whenever, this is a very simple thing. Okay, whenever I see, okay, there is a search option, I always try cross-site scripting, always. And you can see here, most of the time it works, because this is a 1 star, so it means it's a very low finding, right? It's a very low vulnerability as per this. But if you see here, if you resolve anything, you will find, okay, you successfully solved a challenge, DOM X cross-site scripting, so which is very good. One thing I would also like to share with you, if you see here earlier, when I click here, after the photo wall, there was no scoreboard option. So once you crack the scoreboard vulnerability option, after that you can simply go here and you can find out an option. So this is really good. You can see here my score is getting increased. This is also a bonus payload, similar to the cross-site scripting, and I think this is actually a very best practice. Let's do one thing. Let's see if this is the same vulnerability or we have something unique. Okay, I believe that this was like a piece of cake. Okay, let's stop, man. Song and say stop. Okay, finally. So yeah, it was a pretty quick. It was really pretty quick, right? Because I was not expecting that this vulnerability was like very simple, but let me actually give you some information about that, because I have like already created a separate video for the cross-site scripting vulnerability as well, how things are working. So what exactly happened, they are not sanitizing the input properly, and due to this they are launching an iframe which is alerting a JavaScript. So this can be used in a multiple ways. This is very simple, and after resolving, I think this was like a bonus payload, so both are like same, but I'm not sure like why they are counting it as a different vulnerability, but both are like similar one. They just want to show you that what exactly you can do with this. So in the iframe, they are just setting up the width and height, scrolling no, and they are just giving a link for a different application. So this is what you can also do. So okay, so 1 2 3 three vulnerabilities we have find out. Let's see what exactly we have. Receive a coupon code from chatbot. Okay, where is chatbot? Okay, we do not have here. This is the customer feedback option. Okay, I'm not sure if we have to log into this particular account for this vulnerability, but we will explore it later. Let's see what else we have. Should we start from bottom? Give a 0-star feedback to the store, which is improper input validation. Well, this is very interesting because we just found a customer feedback option, and the best part is if you are a anonymous, you still can give a rating. So you can give like 5 rating, 4 rating, 3 rating, 2 rating, but okay, but I think the question was how you can give it 0 rating, right? Let's open and read the query again. I think this was actually the challenge, and we have CAPTCHA as well. Okay, right, give a 0-star feedback to the store. Well, usually you don't have to do this, but if this is a challenge, then let's do it. Well, most of the time when we are talking about the improper validation, if I'm putting any information, the backend, the server is not validating what exactly I'm sending it. Okay, this is what they are talking about. Let's open up the burp suite because this definitely required a burp option. Let's intercept the traffic. So I'm already in the section. Let's do one thing. Let's add a comment. Subscribe to hacking begins. Let's give a 1 rating, and answer is 10. 8 plus 18 minus 10. Let's click on submit. Okay, why I'm not getting the traffic? Let's submit again. Okay, I have submitted. Not a problem, we can try one more time. So let's do one thing. Let's turn on the intercept again, and let's write a comment this time, just a random number. I really don't care, because even though I'm giving 1 rating and I'm anonymous, and the result 2 into 5, 10 minus 9 is equal to 1 again. Okay, so let's submit and see what request we are getting. I think the first request is for the WebSocket. Let's send it. Socket.io. Let's send it. Okay, and this is what I'm like more concerned. You can see here, this is the CAPTCHA ID 6. CAPTCHA answer is 1. This is what I have added. The comment is random, and rating is 1. So let's do one thing. Let's send it to the repeater option, and they want us to change the rating to 0 just to see that the backend is validating or not. So I just changed the rating to 0. Let's send, and you can see here success option. So it means the backend is not verifying, and I'm able to successfully give a 0 rating to that website. Yeah, unfortunately bad, but yeah, I'm able to. So let's do one thing. You can see here, thank you for your feedback, and after that 0 star, and you have successfully solve a challenge. That's really good. Okay, so what else we have? Let's refresh this. I think this is pretty quick. when you know that what exactly you need to do here is 1 2 3 4 8 more to go. So let's see, receive a coupon. I am not able to find right now. So this is something interesting. Confidential document, access a confidential document, sensitive data. Okay, so the very first thing here is how we can find out confidential document. Do we have any document here about us? No, I don't think that anyone have any information, but the very main thing that we have to understand here is how this website is working. Are we able to find out any secret information that we can use against this particular? Okay, so there is an admin, there is a captcha, there is a product, there is a user. I don't think that this contains any information. So I think we need to build our sitemap again. Let's see one thing. What this particular thing I do in most of the website, always find the robots.txt if we have found anything. And the very interesting thing that I found here is like /ftp, which is really good. Let's do one thing. Let's open up this particular path and see what we are getting. Okay, that's interesting, and this is definitely something very unique. So there is a FTP option, coupons, legal. So this part I want to check. I don't think that legal information, find anything. This is again anonymous. Acquisitions. What we have in the acquisitions, let's check this. Planned acquisition, this document is a confidential, do not disturb. I think this is what actually the acquisitions does have, the confidential data. Let's try to refresh if this is the right answer or not. Okay, so this was actually the right answer, access a confidential data, but I think I was like bit lucky in this, because they have like given a FTP option, but I want to find out how we can find and reach this if they haven't given me any FTP information, because this is actually the most interesting part, right? If they haven't give us FTP option, then how we can find all these things? Let's open up the about us page. Let's see if they have anything. I know that I basically find out this particular issue, but it was listed in the robot.txt, right? I'm just actually trying to find out how exactly I can find out FTP option without the help of. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's again open up the F12, because because you have to actually think like a hacker, right? This was definitely, I was lucky, I was able to find out, but was this information available in website FTP? No. Okay, so very interesting part, very interesting part here. So there is something, corporate history policy ftp.legal.md. okay, that makes sense, because if you see here, there is one option, H1 translate about us. In the about us, there is one link which is ftp/legal.md. What is the label? Link to the term. Okay, this is very interesting, and I think this is getting interesting. This is the about page. Let me see what happened when I click on these links. Let's do one thing. See, every information is important in bug bounty, right? Every piece of information is important, and technically you have to find out how things are working. So I have just intercepted my traffic. I just click on OK. That makes sense. That makes sense because if you see here, there is a FTP option. Let's do one thing. Let's send it to the repeater. I know that you might be wondering, okay, you have resolved, then why you are spending time? Because I just want to show you how you can find the information. Let's see if I just got this information like FTP, what result I'll get. So I'll definitely get okay, but do I get any file name, header, names, of course, yes, legal.md, and okay, so I found something coupons, so we'll talk about this later. Encrypted, and yeah, we are able to find out the information. So yeah, this is a different way to find out the information, and I think you can also like follow this approach, because finding a FTP in the robot.txt is like one option, but this is like the second option to explore the website completely. And once you do this, you will be able to find out more details. And you can see here there is a FTP option, and you can see here now as you are linking, because this is a passive, so whenever we are clicking on any link, then only it is like getting recorded, or might be it is passively doing it. But yes, there are many ways to do this, and this is like one of the way. And yes, you have to be very careful because in the robots.txt, most of the time it doesn't have information, but sometimes it does have the information. So that's really good that we are able to find out. I don't require this URL, and okay, we have resolved one more vulnerability. I'm not sure, like when I'm like while hacking, especially in the night time between 3 to 4, my brain is like so active, man. I'm like so good with that. Let's see what else they are expecting. I still am trying to find out. We find one information here. Let's see if this is like relevant or not, but there was something this, so we'll see. But the problem here is they have mentioned receive a coupon code from the chatbot, so I'm still trying to find out where is the chat bot. So yeah, we'll discuss this later. So the another one is error handling. Provoke a error, that is okay. So technically this is a security misconfiguration part, and what I have to do here is I have to find a way where I can generate a error. So for this you have to first understand again the website. There's a photo wall. Can I and this is how actually you can also like find out the path as well. So but the query here is how I can generate a error. No error. Okay, so for this, definitely what exactly sometimes happen is, I'm not sure if you are familiar with this. So configuration is sometimes the directories don't have proper validation, right? And you can switch between the directories. I have to find out any directory which allow me, or if it is not allowing me, then it might give me some sort of error. So this is what actually I'm thinking in right now in my mind. Let's do one thing. Let's again intercept on and try to find out how these things are working. Okay, so one more thing here, very good thing that if I go to the rest, there is a admin option, there is a user option. So admin and user both are in the rest. Okay, That's interesting. Let's try to find out on the rest part. Let's do one thing. Let's go to the repeater option and try to remove this cookie and try to send the request. Let's see if that gives me any error. Unfortunately, no, but it actually just give me the sort of email address of the author. So yeah, this one is definitely not hurt. So changing the cookies is not giving me any error. Sometimes it might give. Let's see what this directory shows. Okay, so this was like also a very good example. If you see here, I was like in the review, and once I remove the review just to see like what exactly that directory is showing me, so it gave me 500 internal server error, which is giving me an expected path. Okay, so let's do one thing. If I remove one also, I'm not sure like if this resolved the problem or not, but yes, it's giving me error. The server is cowboy. I'm not familiar with this, but yeah, this is also still giving me error. Let's remove the product. Let's go to the rest. Still the same error. What if I add hacking begins as a folder? Will it give me any error? Yes, technically it is giving an error, which is an unexpected path. So the main thing that we have to find out here is, are we able to resolve? And I think yes, we are able to resolve the problem. So just to actually give you like a overview on this, I'm not doing something fancy on this particular website, right? What are the procedures that we usually follow on every website is try to find out the vulnerabilities, misconfigurations, sensitive data. So this is what exactly I'm doing right now. Okay, the only thing here is I have a list, and once I do not have a list, then I'll try my own list where I find out, okay, I go with the OWASP list, right? This is what I have to find out, and this is what I'm doing. So that's why I just choose right now as a first star, because this is what we usually do in every application. Whenever I find out a search option, I try cross-site scripting. Whenever I find some other details, a list, directory, errors, because errors are like very important. Sometimes it might lead you to the SQL injection as well, if that particular website is running on the MySQL or some sort of server. So that actually gives us the more clarity. So that's really good, and I think we are like very fast. So right now it's 3:36 and we have like, how many bugs we have find out? Okay, we are already like 6, so this is very good. Sensitive data, we'll talk later about it, because I don't know how to find out, because how I usually do it is I sometimes find Google hacking database. So we'll talk later about this. Might be this one seems interesting. Again, improper input validation. How many vulnerabilities are like this? There are total matches are like 1. We have find out. This is another one. This is again improper input validation. And yeah. So let's do one thing. Let's again go to the improper input validation part, which is missing encoding. So whenever we are talking about the encoding or decoding part, so we have to usually talk about one website URL encode decode, because that one will give us like more clarity, right? So as an example, if I have to like find out the encoding, because sometimes what exactly happens, sometimes some website does not accept cross-site scripting. Like they might whitelist, or might be you can blacklist a couple of things here, like it will not allow you to enter greater than sign or smaller sign. So what you can do here is you can simply encode the URL, and you can simply enter this entry in the value, and it might allow you. So there are many ways to do this. Sometimes we have to might encode this particular value twice. So it depends upon application to application, just as an example. So missing encoding is fine. Retrieve a photo of, what is this? Okay, cat. So technically what I'm trying to understand here is, okay, so they are saying that, okay, you have to retrieve a photo of a cat which is having a missing encoded value. Okay, so where we find the photos, the main thing here is in the photo wall, right? So let's go to the photo wall and let's see where is the cat. We have to find the cat. No result. Okay, it's still loading. So where is the cat? Where is the cat? There is no cat, but there is one cat sign. So I'm not sure what we are missing here. Let's do one thing. Again, see, hacking is not always about Kali Linux. It's not always about, using the tools. It's always about like how you understand the application, how you, know better about the applications. So most of the times, in a very basic manner, all the applications vulnerabilities, most of the time, like very basic vulnerabilities, you can find out just with the help of the developer tool, which most of us we are not using. So I still like recommend everyone to use this. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's try intercept option and try to see that what this particular what happened. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's keep it side by side so we can understand. Okay, so I believe that this will give us like a more window to work on. So let's do one thing. Just pick an inspector option, try to inspect the option. So this is a, you can see here, this is something Twitter sign. Okay, so there is one cat symbol, so I believe like this is what they are talking about, and this is in the class, and there is something that we have, and we have to find out whether this is the right one or not. Let's see. The Twitter sign is fine. I think this is the only thing that I'm trying to understand, and the only thing that I'm seeing here is either I don't think that they are like much worried about the cat symbol, but there is a hash sign which I think we can definitely encode this. So let's do one thing. Let's go here. Let's do I have to, okay, let's refresh again. Let's pick up the hash symbol, encode the URL, and we'll get the %23 option. Let's do one thing. Let's again go to the application, select this, remove this, hit enter. Nothing. There are two hash. Let's see if we have anything. Nope, we do not have. That's really strange. Then I think there is something else that we are missing something. If you could see here, there is a different URL and I was editing on Twitter side. Shit. Let's do one thing, guys. Let's do one thing. Let's try the luck if we are able to crack this or not. But I just change, and I finally found the cute cat. I don't think you're cute, but yeah. No, you're cute. Okay, so one more challenge. I think this is what happened, guys, when you are trying any application, right? So there might not be always a solution. You might have to look around, but yeah, you have to work hard for this. Yeah, this is what we are doing it. So how many left? The question here is how many vulnerabilities are left right now. I think we have like almost cracked. How many we have done? 7, which is good. 7 vulnerabilities we have cracked, and how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vulnerabilities we're left with. Okay. So there is another one is outdated whitelist, unvalidated redirects. Okay. So this is something related to redirection, which I understand. So let us redirect you to one of the cryptocurrency. You are talking about Bitcoin's address, which is not promoted any longer. So in this particular website, they might have something with the cryptocurrency. Yeah, so let's see. So let's first find out with our sitemap, because passively we are just working on it, right? So have we find anything or not? Can we find something? Crypto, FTP, REST, asset. I don't think that we have find anything, but let's spend some more time to look into the challenge, feedback. Nope, nothing. The public image, product, upload, asset, public, no, nothing. So let's do one thing. Let's check the dev tools again, because in the sitemap we are not able to find anything. And if you look into this inspect option, right, this will give you the HTML option where either the href might give you some hint that, because they might link with you any website, but I don't think that they have right now, because if you see here, there is a login, there is a contract, there is a about for a wall, there is a redirect to. Well, this is interesting. Something is saying that redirect to GitHub, but this is like the Jew shop only. But the main thing you have to understand here is they're like following this particular path to redirect. So sometimes there are some open redirection vulnerability, usually we call here is like, if I just minimize it, right? Let's take an example. If I simply add this particular path and try to go to the google.com, many of the websites are vulnerable to open redirection. So let's see if I'm getting redirected, which I haven't, which is good. But sometimes if I try to open let's do one thing first. Let's open up the, what happened? Okay, so there was something /redirect. Okay, so are we able to redirect ourselves to the GitHub page? Because if we are able to find out, then definitely they have like definitely worked very well to stop it, and they are, yeah. So basically you are able to redirect. So this is not an open redirection. Okay, so in this they are basically validating where exactly you are going. But one more thing I would like to try here is, let's see if I can go to the google.com, because if I'm able to google.com, I can trick anyone to visit my phishing page, because eventually they will look for the correct domain name, and then they will see that, okay, now you are redirected to Google. So okay, I think they have like find out, this is like very good application. So now our major task here is to find out a cryptocurrency. So how we can find a cryptocurrency? Let's again go here, and as I have like already explained you, if you're not able to find anything in this particular option, then just simply go to the debugger page. There might be some JavaScripts, because JavaScripts are also like used to redirect. And these, if you see one more part here, right? So I haven't shared before, but if you see here, this is showing 201A. So sometime these are very old, and it's not up to date. They haven't touched this particular JavaScript file from 2008. So yeah, this is like one of the part. So another part here is we have to find a redirection. So if I have to find a redirection, then we have to definitely go to the redirect, because this is what they are following. Redirect. Are they using this part? And I think I'm able to find out. So there is something called blockchain, but let me actually show you in a very easy way. Okay. See, this is nothing that we are doing here as a very rocket science. This is very simple technique that I'm using, because I want to like make it more simple. So if I simply say redirect, because this is what I find out from the application. This is how I learn the application. If you see here, and if you see here, there are many redirections they are using. One is cryptocurrency. The second one is also explore dash address. I don't know what is ether scan. This is, I think, also related to the cryptocurrency, but ether scan, I'm not sure. But yeah, there is a shop, there is a sticker U. So let's do one thing. Let's try to visit this particular website and see if we are able to crack this problem. Let's open up redirection, if it is happening or not. I think we did it. we find out guys, we find out. I was not sure that I'm like good in this, all this stuff. But yeah, this is how I also like look for the issues, look for the vulnerabilities, look for the tools. So yeah, I think we have like cracked one more. So now what? Okay, so from the 12 we have already found 8. We have 4 more. So follow the dry principle while registering a user. Dry, what is dry? Why not wet? Follow the dry principle. I'm seriously not sure what is the dry principle, so I have to might be Google. And there is no shame if you're in JavaScript, Python. Okay, I think this is something. Okay, what is the meaning of dry principle? What is dry principle? Don't repeat yourself and kiss. Are you a developer, software developer? Okay, whatever it is, let's not get into the details, but yeah, it's saying don't repeat yourself. So what we have to do here is we have to enter a value which doesn't repeat, if I'm not wrong, because if you see here, right, every piece of the knowledge or logic must have a single value within the system. That's good. This is how it should need to work. So where we can add the values, not scoreboard, not here. And I think now we have to finally log into our account section. Go to the login and let's try to log in with the admin. Let's see if it will allow us. Invalid email, so it is expecting an email. So let's see, admin@gmail.com. Will it allow us? No. So I'm actually not a customer yet, so let's do one thing. Let's not save it. Let's say admin@hp.com. Password 123456. Let's say 12345. 12345. The question or whatever, hacking, and try to register. registration completed. Admin hp.com 12345. I'm just telling you my password because I always forget and I don't know how to reset it. So let's log in. Okay, so couple of things here. Now we are, if we click on the add basket, and we can see here there is a one option also. There is another option called add basket. You can see here there is a delete option. So whenever I'm like clicking on this URL, it is creating my own sitemap, which is good. You can see here there is a order payment, save, recycle, digital wallet. Very good. That's good. Log out. So the query here is we don't have to repeat while registering a user. Well, this gave us some hint. So what we have to do here is we have to first log out. We have to log in again. We have to go to the register because this is what the problem is, right? And this is also like improper. So let's do one thing. If I simply say sahil@gmail.com, and if you notice one thing, right, password is actually the one thing where I'm repeating the same value. Apart from this, I'm not repeating anywhere, because if I simply say 1 2 3 whatever it is just a single value, but where I'm repeating the values in the password section. So let's do one thing. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. If you notice here, this is green, which is it means it is validating. So there is one value might be it is not properly sanitized by the developer and still have the bug. So let's take an example. If I simply say 6, it says repeat password, so it's checking the password. So let's go to the one thing. If I simply say 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, if you count the values, I have mentioned 1 2 3 4 5 6, and in this I have added 1 2 3 4 5, and it's still accepting. You can see here green. But let's see one thing. If I simply say 4, okay, it must be 5, and okay, so the value should be between 5, and if I'm like entering 5, this is matching. But if I simply say 6, then it is still accepting. Let's click on register to see that if I am able to register myself or not. I clicked on register. You successfully resolved, and this is very good that I'm able to also resolve the problem, which is very good. And yes, this was actually the bug, and this is what you can also follow on multiple websites, because some of the websites which are not properly developed may have these issues. So I think our scoreboard is again high, 9, and now we have only few bugs which is remaining, and it's already like 4. So I'm glad that within like 1 hour we are able to crack these issues. So one thing is, bully chatbot, receive a coupon code from chatbot. Let's do one thing. Let's log into the appliance again, hp.com 2345. I think this is what I save. Okay, let's see if I have any chat bot option, because this is what we have to see, right? There is okay, so there is a support chat option, there is a complaint option. Let's see if we okay, sorry, I didn't get your name. Hacking begins. Nice to meet you. Okay, so this is actually the chatbot, and let's see if we can find out what exactly we have to do, because I really don't have any idea what exactly we have to do here. Is receive a coupon code from the support chat. Okay, Are you sure he will give me? Give me coupon code. Sorry, I'm not allowed to do. He's not allowed, man. He's not allowed. Bully. So, what we have to do here is we have to bully. Sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Let's see. Let's add the random values. Okay, but if I say coupon, then I'm actually just seeing the response of the chatbot, how exactly it responds. Okay, I'm not sure if you have noticed one thing or not. He asked me about my name. I added, okay, hacking begins. Then I add give me coupon code. Then it says, okay, I'm not allowed. Then I added random values and it says that I really don't understand what you're trying to say. But if I add coupon again, it says our CFO might have, my memory wipe. So there is actually a change in the response. So let's do one thing. Let's try to again enter the coupon. Let's see what is the response that we are getting. Because this is what they have mentioned. They have said that, okay, you have to bully it. So if I have to bully, I have to ask again and again the same thing. I have to ask my manager, please try later. So if you notice one thing, it is changing his response. So that's good. Let's ask again the coupon. The main thing here is I'm just asking again and again. Let's see if he's able to give me the information or not, which is very good. But let's see. Okay, if you promise to stop nagging me, here is the 10% code for you, and this is actually the coupon code. Do I have to enter anywhere? And okay, so this was actually the fix, but I'm actually more trying to understand, okay, what exactly happened if I try to, will it give me 100% discount? Not possible. Give me 100%, man. I want 100%. I'm not sure. Oh my god. No, he's always giving me 10%, but not a problem. 10% is also fine. But yeah, I'm actually glad that we are able to fool it. So yeah, so there is one more option. Bully chatbot is done, and we have successfully completed. Oh my god, I have never tried this issue or this bug on any website, and this is very first time I did this. So I think there are many chat bots which might be vulnerable to this, but we still have to explore it, right? I haven't personally experienced this. The another one is privacy policy. Read our privacy policy. Okay, where's the man? This is a bug. Privacy, security, privacy policy. That's it. That was a bullshit challenge, man. Why you're keeping these challenges? But yeah, okay, we are one step closer. That's good. So what else? I think we are very close to complete our first challenge, the very first star. I think we are already done with 11 challenges, which is good. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, we are already done. Okay, so this one is unresolved, but this is with the difficulty level of 2. So let's right now not talk about 2. And now expose metrics. Find the endpoint that serves users data to be scrapped by popular monitoring system. Okay, what is this? Prometheus. Okay. So just to give you, I really don't understand what exactly this challenge is. I understand we have to expose the matrix, but how? Find the endpoint, and are we able to find anything? This is definitely related to the sensitive data exposure. Unresolved. Try to guess the URL of the endpoint might have. So in this, we have to find out the URL. Okay, but how? Let's do one thing. So we have to find the matrix, find the endpoint. Not sure how to resolve this, but yeah, let's find out if we are able to find anything related to the matrix option. Let's do it. Is there any matrix? No, I don't think that we have here. Let's do one thing. Let's again open up the dev tool. Let's see if we can find out. Are we able to find out something from here? I don't think we have. Okay, so are we able to find out? Okay, there is expose matrix not resolved. Okay, so it's actually giving me the information of this page. So let's not go to this page. Let's go to the search, open up, and now search for it. No, there is nothing. Let's go to the debugger. Let's go here. Oh, okay. I have like already saved this information on a file. So let's see if we are able to find out anything. No, we do not have this. Okay. Then it's like a challenging part. How to do this? What exactly this tool do? Okay, this is a cloud native computing foundation project. It's a system service monitoring. It collect metric from. Okay, I understand what exactly you're doing, but how you are doing it? Binaries, download section, see installation and details. I think this is the only part that I can follow to understand how things are actually working. So they are installing the Docker. Okay, installation, configuration. Sometime we have to like go for the other option as well. If you are able to find out any hint, they are talking about metrics, but I'm not sure. 1 minute. The HTTP resource path on which fetch the matrix from the target. Matrix path default / matrix. Okay, I'm not sure if my luck is with me today, but let's try. Let's cross the fingers. I'm not sure if it will work or not, but let's see if we are able to crack our last vulnerability on the application. 1, 2, 3, hit. I have already. Okay, I think we have like. What exactly it's saying? So might be we have to like spend some time to review this, but if you are like able to find out this information from any website, always try to make a note. What I usually do here is I always try to create a sitemap. Based upon that, I always try to find out the information. So this information I think is helpful. Let's see. Finally, guys, we have resolved all 12 1-star vulnerabilities in the OWASP 2 shop. I was not expecting that I can go this far with these bugs, but yeah, we have definitely resolved all the issues. I just want to make this video first simple, and then we'll definitely try two or three. Depends upon your wish, and depends upon your zeal to learn more and more about this. But I think like we have like the time that we have spent is definitely worth. And now this is like 4:18, and I think I'm feeling now sleepy. So let's do one thing. Let's see you on the next episode of the Hacking Begins, and please practice everything. Don't watch my whole video for the answers. Just do it yourself. If you're stuck, then definitely watch the videos. But it would be like very fun video for me also to make. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. Stay safe and see you in the next episode.